seems that he's playing against kids, and yes, I think he can break all the records.
Gets away from his man, shoulder up, and he's lifted it up for Haaland! He plunders again!
I think Haaland is very intelligent in the way he's playing. He doesn't touch the ball more than he needs to.
Shoulder up. Haaland! Oh, wonderful! He has nailed it for Norway!
Welcome back to Ball Archive. Today, we're talking about a problem. Not a tactical problem, not an injury crisis. A walking, 6'4", ice-cold problem for every defense left in this World Cup. His name is Erling Haaland, and right now, he might be playing the most terrifying stretch of football anyone has ever seen from a single striker. If you've watched even one Norway match this tournament, you already know the feeling. The ball drops into the box, Haaland is there a half second before anyone else, and it's already in the net before the defenders have finished turning around. This isn't a hot streak. This is a pattern that's been building for years, and we're going to break down exactly how we got here. Let's start with the number that should stop you in your tracks. Haaland has scored in 14 consecutive official matches for Norway. 14. Not 14 goals, 14 straight games where he's found the net at least once. Run it back with us. A goal against Slovenia, 3 against Kazakhstan, 1 against Moldova, 1 against Israel, a genuine golazo against Italy, another against Estonia, then, almost cruelly, 5 goals in a single match against Moldova the second time around.
Oh, given away. Haaland is in. Underdog for Haaland. Oh, the trick now. Erling Haaland. Avram has forced him wide. Has found him now. He's looking for Haaland. It's played by Ryerson. Haaland's got another.
3 more against Israel, 2 more against Italy. That run is the reason Norway are even at this World Cup. It's their first appearance since France '98, nearly 3 decades in the wilderness, ended by one man refusing to stop scoring.
And then the tournament started, and somehow he got scarier. 2 goals against Iraq, 2 against Senegal, the winner against Ivory Coast, 2 more in a stunning knockout round win over Brazil. Yes, 5-time champions Brazil, sent home by Norway in what might be the shock result of the tournament. That win alone pushed Norway into the quarterfinals for the first time in the country's history.
Haaland is a special striker. You know, I think because he's so strong. He's strong, he's quick, he got all the attributes to make a defender's life very, very difficult.
I see he has this killer instinct. Even if he has a hat-trick, he still wants to score the 4th goal.
4 wins this World Cup is already more than Norway had managed across their entire previous history in the competition combined. Haaland now sits level with Messi and Mbappe as the joint top scorer of the tournament. This is his first World Cup, and he's already within 3 goals of half of Messi's entire career World Cup total. Let that sink in for a second. A career total from one of the greatest of all time, and Haaland is closing in on half of it in a single tournament. This is what we mean when we say Norway isn't just a nice underdog story anymore. As long as 13 fits into this lineup, they're a genuine threat to win the whole thing. But none of this came out of nowhere. To understand why Haaland looks unbothered against the best defenses on the planet, you need to go back to where this started, Molde. 20 goals in his home country, and one performance that changed everything. Against league leaders SK Bodo Glimt, the best defense in Norway that season, Haaland scored 4 goals in the first 21 minutes. Not the match, 21 minutes. Scouts stopped watching other players after that.
Red Bull Salzburg, 29 goals, 5 hat tricks, and a Champions League debut that's still talked about. A first-half hat trick against Genk, making him the first teenager ever to score 3 goals in a single half on his Champions League debut. He didn't stop there. He became the first teenager to score in each of his first 5 straight Champions League appearances, including a goal at Anfield against Liverpool. 8 goals and an assist in 6 group stages. That was the moment the rest of Europe stopped calling it hype. Borussia Dortmund, 86 goals in yellow and black. A debut hat trick off the bench in 23 minutes. The first player in Bundesliga history with 7 goals in his first 3 matches. 9 in his first 6. Youngest player ever to 50 Bundesliga goals. 21 years old, 50 matches. A Champions League Golden Boot at just 20. A DFB Pokal final with 2 goals and a 4-1 win over RB Leipzig. And nights that still live in highlight reels. A 2-goal demolition of PSG, including a strike from outside the box that left the goalkeeper frozen. And a brutal counter-attacking masterclass against Sevilla. 4 goals across 2 legs, plus the assist that started it all.
Manchester City. This is where it stopped being a career and started being a system. 162 goals and counting. A treble in his first season, Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, matching Manchester United's historic 1999 run. 2 goals on his Premier League debut. 9 goals in his first 5 games, including back-to-back hat-tricks, something the league had never seen.
He's a very intelligent player. He doesn't do more than he needs to do. And where his quality comes out is in front of the goal. That is where the killer instinct comes in. And
36 league goals that season, smashing the 26-year-old record held jointly by Alan Shearer and Andy Cole. 52 goals in 53 matches across all competitions in year 1 alone. Then the records kept falling. Fastest player ever to 10, 20, and 25 Premier League goals. 6 hat-tricks in 1 season, more than every other player in the league combined. The first player to score a hat-trick in 3 consecutive home matches. 22 goals at the Etihad alone in a single season, the most by any player in Premier League history at one stadium. 12 Champions League goals in 11 games, including a 5-goal outing against Leipzig that put him alongside only Messi and Luis Adriano in the competition's history. Season 2, back-to-back Golden Boots, the first player ever to manage that. A 4th straight Premier League title for City, a first in English football. Season 3, 9 goals in his opening 4 league matches, breaking Wayne Rooney's decade-old record, 100 City goals in just 105 appearances, level with Harry Kane for the most Premier League hat-tricks by an active player.
3 years in England, 359 goals across his whole professional career, and by every account from the people who coach him, he's still improving. So how does he actually do it? Because if you watch Haaland closely, he doesn't look like a typical elite striker. He's not dribbling past 3 defenders. He's not dropping a shoulder to manufacture space. Most of the time, he barely touches the ball before the shot. Of his 7 World Cup goals so far, 6 were first-time finishes. The 7th took only 2 touches. Across 4 matches, Iraq, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Brazil, 15 of his 16 recorded shots were first-time attempts. That's not luck. That's a striker who has reduced the position to pure efficiency. Here's the number that really tells the story. Haaland has scored on 7.25% of his touches at this World Cup. Among every player with at least 60 touches at a single World Cup since 1966, that's the highest conversion rate on record.
The numbers he has is crazy. It's just crazy. He scored goals everywhere he played, and he's still scoring. He's not done yet. And I remember he had one game, he scored 9 goals. Like, I scored 9 goals when I played under 15, maybe.
Yeah.
It was under 21.
Yeah. So this guy he wants goals, he likes goals, and he's scoring goals. So
watch what he actually does off the ball. For long stretches, he looks almost switched off, drifting along the last line of defenders, staying just far enough away to avoid being trapped or marked out of the game. And then, in a single second, everything changes. Against Brazil, he touched the ball 30 times in the whole match, the same number as a teammate who got substituted at halftime for having no impact. But look at what he did with those 30 touches. Both of his goals came from him standing almost still, reading his marker's body language, waiting for a half second of relaxation,
and then exploding before the defender could recover. Against Ivory Coast, he only touched the ball 5 times inside the box and still scored the winner. Against Senegal, his second goal came from an awkward, imperfect pass, surrounded by 4 defenders near the penalty spot, and he adjusted his body with a small hip rotation to finish anyway. This is the part scouts and coaches obsess over. It's not raw power, even though the power is real. It's timing, spatial awareness, and patience, reading the ball, the space, the defenders, and his teammates all at once, then picking the exact moment to strike. Let's put the international numbers in perspective one more time. 62 goals in 54 matches for Norway. That's the best goals per game ratio of any player with 50 or more international goals in the last 100 years. He reached 60 international goals faster than Messi and faster than Ronaldo, by a wide margin in both cases.
Is he already the greatest striker of all time? Not yet. Mbappe has done a lot of his scoring on the very biggest stages, World Cup finals and knockout nights. And Haaland is only just getting his own chances at that level. But the trajectory is what makes this frightening. He's 25 years old. He's already rewritten the record books at every club he's played for. And now he's doing it on the sport's biggest stage. For a country of 5 million people that hasn't sniffed a World Cup quarterfinal in its entire history until this summer. That's the Haaland effect. He didn't just help Norway qualify. He changed what this team believes is possible. And he changed how the rest of the world has to plan for them. As long as he's on the pitch, Norway isn't a feel-good underdog story anymore. They're a genuine threat to lift the trophy. If you enjoyed this breakdown, that's what we do here at Ball Archive, digging into the numbers and the film behind football's biggest moments. Subscribe if you want more of these deep dives, drop a comment with who you want us to break down next, and we'll see you in the next one.